HoYoverse just officially revealed Castoreese's gameplay, and it looks insane. We can finally see her dragon companion, her skills, and how she plays in action. And I bet a lot of you are wondering, how does she actually work? Well, just recently we got new leaks and details about her kit, best teammates, and synergies, and there's a lot to talk about. So in this video, I'm going to break it all down, from her abilities to her team compositions, and whether or not she's going to be a must-pull in version 3.2. By the way, if you missed her gameplay reveal, that's not surprising. HoYoverse didn't post it as a major announcement. Instead, they just dropped it quietly as a short video on their YouTube channel. So, if you weren't actively checking, you might not have even noticed it. Let's start with the basics. Castoreese is a 5-star Quantum Remembrance character, and she's confirmed to release in version 3.2, alongside Anaxa. Since Castoreese is a Remembrance character, that means she comes with a memo sprite, just like others in this path. And in her case, it's that massive dragon we saw in her gameplay reveal. We've got some new details about Castoreese's Eidolons, and they might give us a much better idea of how her kit actually works. Eidolons can completely change how a character plays, and in Castoreese's case, her E2 and E6 are looking absolutely insane. Let's break down what these Eidolons actually do and what they might mean for Castoreese's playstyle. Some of these mechanics involve names that haven't been explained in detail yet, so I'll go over what we do know and where things are still unclear. At E2, her Dragon's Enhanced Light ability will scale with a portion of the team's total HP. This suggests that Castoreese will benefit from having high HP teammates, though we don't know exactly how much of their HP contributes to her damage output. Another key part of E2 is that some of the damage Castoreese takes will be transferred to the dragon. This could mean one of two things. The dragon acts as a shield-like mechanic, reducing the direct damage Castoreese receives. Or the dragon absorbs damage in a way that might trigger certain effects, like increasing its attack power or activating additional abilities. Right now, we don't have full confirmation on how this damage transfer works. It could be a passive defensive effect, or it could be tied to a specific skill activation. Either way, this mechanic could improve her survivability and allow her to stay on the field longer without needing as much healing. Now, this is where things get really interesting. At E6, Castoreese's Enhanced Light ability will activate twice in a row, essentially letting her perform back-to-back attacks after her turn. What makes this powerful is the potential damage amplification. If Enhanced Light is one of her core abilities, and it benefits from buffs, debuffs, or stacking effects, getting 2 activations in one turn could make her one of the highest damaging E6 characters in the game. Since her E6 is being described as possibly the strongest in the game, it's likely a major upgrade to her damage output. From what we've seen so far, these Eidolons suggest that Castoreese's full potential might be locked behind her Eidolons, especially E2 and E6. E2 seems to emphasize team synergy and durability, while E6 turns her into a high-damage burst unit. That being said, we still need to see how her base kit functions. If her pre-Eidolon abilities are already strong, then these could be just extra power boosts. But if she relies heavily on these Eidolons to be viable, then players will have to consider whether pulling for her Eidolons is worth it. Either way, her dragon mechanics and double casting ability make her a unique addition to the game, and once we get more details, we'll have a better idea of how she fits into the current meta. The source for the information about Eidolons, Uncle G6 U27QZ, has been very reliable with recent character leaks, so while things could still change, these Eidolons are definitely something to keep an eye on. From what we know so far, Castoreese's best teammates are Sunday and the Remembrance Trailblazer. Her kit seems to have strong synergy with both, either because of Sunday's unique mechanics or the way Remembrance MC supports her playstyle by enhancing her debuffs and overall effectiveness. This information comes from Tiba Uncle Hellgirl, who has a solid track record of revealing upcoming character synergies. The good news is that the Remembrance Trailblazer will be free in version 3.0, so everyone will have access to them without spending any resources. Meanwhile, Sunday is expected to rerun in version 3.2, likely alongside Castoreese's release. This means that if you're planning to build the best possible team for her, you'll need to consider saving for Sunday as well. Since Sunday's rerun and Castoreese's release are still a little ways off, you still have time to gather Stellar Jades and plan your pulls wisely. Are you planning to pull for her in version 3.2, or are you waiting to see how her synergy with Sunday plays out? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more Star Rail updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. If you want to save up to 23% on Fugue and Firefly banners, visit lootbar.gg. All you need is your UID and server. The link is in the description.